Without any clauses or extra fees, the player we are looking at today can be bought for a total of 650k, and he is phenomenal. And he has 25 assists in just 30 league campaign games. 5 assists in 8 games in the Champions League. Fair play to this man. He's doing fantastic. His name is Yehor Yarmolenko. I'm sorry, Ukrainian fans, I cannot pronounce any of these names correctly. But before everyone just dips and leaves, because I can always see on the analytics on our Wonderkids Spotlight, as soon as I mention the name, everybody just leaves the video. And my average viewership declines and the video underperforms, the channel underperforms. Don't leave yet, because this guy has a crazy simulation, and you just have to see what he's like when he's at his maximum and how well he actually performs, which will then decide whether you want to use him in 1 or 2 different roles, because the latter may make you decide to go for that role. And by the way, I have found like 10 or 15 really unknown Wonderkids that literally I've scoured the internet and nobody is talking about. So if you want to see me do a video on those players, then 500 likes and 100 comments on this video and it's yours. So it's down to you. It literally takes a second. 1 like, leave a comment as well. 500 likes, 100 comments. Let's see that video. Now we're going to keep him at Dnipro for the first 3 years, so let's simulate those seasons. Now we return, and obviously Dnipro aren't the best team in Ukraine. We have Shakhtar, we have Dynamo Kiev, so it's no surprises that Dnipro find themselves in 5th place, but Yehor Yarmolenko has 30 assists in that season. Now, considering he is just 16 years of age at the start of the game, this is quite nice progress for the age of 19. Already valued at £7 million, we gave him a future transfer to Ajax just to speed the simulation on. That's where he is destined to go in this second part of the simulation. Now, a little bit about Yarmolenko, because I haven't spoken about him yet. He has a maximum potential range of 160. The only attribute really that he has, which isn't fixed and can be a variable attribute, is the determination. And on this one, as you can see, he has a 16 determination. Everything else is kind of set. I think his consistency is around 11 or 12. His professionalism is 11. Ambition is 13, something along those lines anyway, off the top of my head. And so far so good. He looks quite an intriguing player. Where would you play him though? At this point in his career, where would you play him? He looks quite tasty as a passing player, maybe a box-to-box midfielder who can go forward with great dribbling and first touch. Good off the ball as well, some decent physical attributes. That's kind of looking where I would play him right now until you see the end of the simulation. That's when things go overboard. On the history though, he has got better and better, and he has 25 assists in just 30 league campaign games. That's amazing, to be quite frank. At 19, 25 assists in 30 games is insane numbers. 0 goals. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that soon. Now, 3 years on, we have, of course, moved him to Ajax in the Eredivisie, and, of course, he's now a club who are expected to win things, and they have done just that, winning the league here, beating Feyenoord by 6 points, and again, he is on this player stats table. He has the highest average rating, and he has the most assists, and I haven't mentioned it yet, but he also doesn't have a face. So, other competitions, they have also won the Dutch Cup and the Super Cup. They were knocked out the first round knockout by Real Madrid. Now, people might be asking what tactic we used in that first simulation, that first part of the simulation. We are using the Burning Hammer, and we are using him in the advanced playmaker role. For all of these 6 seasons, that's where we have been using him, and for the next 3, that's where we change it, and that's where I change your opinion on what this player should be playing, what player role and where you should be playing in. But again, we'll see. So let's take a look at him then, because so far trophies are coming forward at him and he is progressing really nicely. He isn't at his maximum here of 160. He is near, but there is still a drastic change that will happen once you see him at his maximum. Still, really good player though. 16 passing, 15 technique. Again, the first touch and dribbling is fantastic. We go over to the mentals, and this to me is probably the best part of him. Although he has a low composure of 12, he has really good anticipation, really good off the ball vision and work rate, which means quite a lot to me in that centre midfield role. The stamina and natural fitness, of course, is the best part about a centre midfielder that we have. Great agility as well, which I think is quite important, to be honest. Backing up with 13 pace, good balance. I mean, all of those things, they just help, don't they? It's not a necessity to have these all over 15, but it just is. It's nice to have them around the 13. What is a necessity is stamina, natural fitness. He has that. Agility just makes him a better player in that centre midfield, meaning that he can cut in. Did you see that? I almost like disappeared. That's how fast I am. That's how good my agility is. Almost as good as Yarmoliuk. Some of the shit. Now, how he has been performing in. Now, how he has been performing since he has been moved to the Netherlands. FM call it Holland, by the way. So when you all had a go at me back then for calling it Holland, that's what FM call it Holland, okay? Not I call it the Netherlands now because you all told me off. It is the Netherlands. I'm sorry. In the Eredivisie, anyway, first season started off really well. He continued his form, 14 assists, 2 goals. The next season, 3 goals, 17 assists, getting better and better. Around about the same average rating all 3 seasons, but this season was a bit of a jump, in my opinion, with an extra 4 assists there, taking him over to 21 assists across the league campaign. 4 player of the matches as well, still with 2 goals. Across the whole season with 30 assists in total, because he actually got 5 in the Champions League. 5 assists in 8 games in the Champions League. Fair play to this man. He's doing fantastic. Now, as to awards, he's actually won, obviously, quite a lot of Team of the Weeks and stuff like that, and Eredivisie Team of the Weeks. But what he has actually won is the European Golden Boy, which I think is quite a nice little achievement, to be fair. Look at the names that are around him. Jude Bellingham. We have Yusufa Moukoko popping up there. He's surrounded by Dortmund players. And yet, there he is for Ajax, winning the European Golden Boy for his, 3rd year. So that would be the year that he actually moved to Ajax. So that's a nice little achievement there. But it is time to move into its maximum potential of 160 and move into one of Europe's elite clubs. I have chose Germany, I have chose Bayern Munich, and he has a little friend there. Yes, the year is 2029 and his little friend is Erling Haaland, and the reason why I made that kind of thing is because you're going to see why, as much as him being a friend to Erling Haaland is actually stopped him from winning a lot of things. We'll get to that anyway, because Haaland has the most goals, most assists. He probably wouldn't have scored that many if it wasn't for Yarmoliuk, who had 36 assists this season. Now, it's no surprises that Bayern Munich have managed to win the league, only just though by 1 point through Dortmund, even though they still Haaland. They have an unbelievable side, by the way. I have checked. Let's take a look at the competitions. They were the runners-up of the Champions League. Now, my simulator, Olivier Papin, told me that this is not the only time that this has happened. Unfortunately, Erling Haaland was injured injured before this game, so he could not play in the Champions League final. They lost it 2 years in a row, 1 to Borussia Dortmund and 1 to Manchester City. So that is quite devastating. He hasn't won a Champions League, but he has played really well. Again, getting 7 assists there in the Champions League. I do feel bad for him. He was the quarter-finalist of the DFB Pokal. Has he won that before? He has. And the Bundesliga, he has won it all 3 seasons that he has been there. How good is he when he is set to his maximum? By the way, how disgusting is this team with the likes of Jamal Musiala as well? They've got a few really good regens as well. Florian Wirtz is unbelievable in this game, but still, we're going past that. We're all on about Yarmoliuk. The reason why I said to stick around to this point is because we have changed his role. He is now playing that shadow striker role in the NAP Parisian tactic. The one that we have highlighted on many occasions, the one that brought you the name of Zakarian. This is probably the reason why you want to use this man in this role. Because before we show you how his attributes look, this is how well he's doing. 24 assists, 21 assists, 29 assists in the Bundesliga, and he's picked up his goals each time as well. 15 goals in that second season with 21 assists. Such a high goal contribution rate considering he has Erling Haaland, who is actually pinching all the goals. I think Haaland scored like 67 goals at one point in one season. He scored like 20 more goals than he actually played games. It's disgusting. We'll see it in a sec. But 11 player of the matches in this league campaign. 11 in 34 games when he has Erling Haaland on the pitch. He managed to get 11 of them. It's amazing, and that is because he looks like this. He is phenomenal. Like I mentioned, he has 17 stamina, 16 natural fitness. Still, his physicals are really good. We've given some decent player traits as well. Runs the ball often, tries killer balls often. That is because he has great vision with good passing. The rest of his mentals are disgusting as well. Great decision maker, good anticipation. And then we move over to the technicals. We mentioned the passing. The technique is still 16. He has 14 long shots and above all, 15 first touch, 15 dribbling. That's why I wanted to try him in that attacking midfielder role, in the shadow striker role, and I think it's really paid off and really worked. He is now worth £63 million and he's only 25 years of age. And if we take a look at his milestones, he's been in the Team of the Year. Unfortunately though, he is also the runners-up in the FIFA Pro Player of the Year and the Ballon d'Or runner-up. That is because Erling Haaland is a disgusting player, and 67 goals he scored in a calendar year in just 51 games. All probably supplied by Yarmolenko, who had 36 of those assists. And it's not the first time that this has happened, because 2 years in a row, they finished first and second. 2 years in a row. It is unbelievable how unlucky he has actually been. So close to a Champions League win, so close to a Ballon d'Or. So there we have it. That is Yarmolenko, a player that I have never heard of or ever heard of in real life or on the game, and probably you haven't as well. 650k. What do you make of this player? Remember, 500 likes on the video, 100 comments, and we'll bring you 10 to 15 more unknown Wonderkids that you probably have never heard of either. We'll bring that to you in a video very, very shortly. My name's Omega Luke. Make sure you are subscribed. I have no idea why I hit my chest. That is to simulate you hitting the subscribe button. So to do it, because I'm continually, maybe hit it this many times. If as long as it's an odd number, it will turn grey. That means you'll see the next video. See you very soon. Bye-bye.